downstairs. Come on. I'll share. I'll get the ball tomorrow.
Where would you like to project?
So we should get that white table over
Where what's it connected to? Oh, okay. Yeah.
So right now, the man is 26 people for the first event. Taking the whole, and then I got 50 at night, overnight. And you're there the whole time? Usually, I am there sometimes just, I need half the event with them, and the postmaster takes it.
Yeah, but we're This will be good to put the laptop on, but because we'll need a space. That's true. Do you have a HTML report on here?
Yeah.
Yes. No, you do you. You do you. No, you do you. My question.
Which one?
Hi, everyone. Oh, that's
Okay, we're gonna leave. Yeah, a couple of books that will raise. Yeah, that's fine. I'm sorry. I got it. Thank you so much.
I think we're gonna have to re-sign the. I signed them. Oh, can you have a marker? Hi, audience, welcome.
So you said.
They're downstairs in the kitchen. And there should be a shirt. Okay. Wait,
But what I want to do is I want to
Well, so if you want to sit, you see, you got to turn the lights on. We're gonna have to walk. Oh, there you
Testing, testing. Oh, I don't think it is. It's good.
All right, everyone gets 1 minute. We're settling in. We got 1 minute, y'all. Everyone sit on down. Hey, y'all. All right, awardees have reserved seats up here up front. Come on in. All right, and there's still some chairs for any of the folks who are in the standing room space. Please get comfortable with one another. Hi, everyone. All right. Sid, good? Everyone good? Sorry, what? Everyone good? Yeah, all right. That's the energy we're bringing. That's right, that's right. All right, y'all. Tonight is a celebration. So we're really going to try and make it feel just that. So please bring the energy. We're really here to support the 9 folks who have worked so hard this year to do our Elevation Awards program. Before I dive too deep into it, I'll go ahead and just welcome you all and thank you so much for joining tonight. It's been a long year for our awardees, so we're really excited to have everyone in the same space. I'll be offering a lot more information as we kind of go out throughout the night, but really just looking to set the tone. So I already said, let's bring the energy, let's bring the hype, let's really celebrate our awardees tonight because they've been amazing. So let's give them a hand right now. Love it. All right, y'all. So just for context, we had 100 people who RSVP'd for tonight. So thank you all so much for showing up. We've got people online as well. So everyone wave hi to the camera. Yay! Awesome, y'all. All right. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to actually start off with our executive director, Tamara Arnold. I'm going to welcome her up to the platform to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 7th annual showcase for the Elevation Awards. Can you hear me? Okay, all right. Welcome to our 7th annual showcase for our Elevation Awards. We are excited and love an opportunity to bring a good bunch of people into the room together. And so tonight is all about celebrating the innovators who are pushing very novel solutions into some pretty persistent challenges in our city. And it's also a moment to really connect, to partner, to learn more about their work and for them to learn more about yours so that we can walk away with new connections, new opportunities, and new pathways, which is really what the Elevation Awards program is all about. So thank you so much on the eve of December for being with us here tonight. And before I dive into a bit of a history lesson, I also want us to give a real thunderous clap for the carrier of the torch of our 7th annual Elevation Awardee members. Caitlin really stepped up to the mantle. It's been a very transformative, Jesus, can I touch that? Y'all making me nervous. It's been a very transformative year for Baltimore Core. Lots of ripples and tides and changes. Caitlin stepped into the work of the Elevation Awards mid-year through. She helped us to really adjust the sails when it was in a rocky period, and she's been able to bring us here now into a night of celebration. And she didn't do it alone. She also works with a wonderful comrade, Terrell Brown. So thank you, Terrell. For the support and really seeing us through. And then for the Elevation Awardees, I'm most grateful for the opportunity to be able to work alongside you, but also for you guys taking a chance on us and saying yes to us. It's not just about getting a yes, it's not just about getting an award, but it really is an opportunity for 2 entities, 2 people to come together and to build something really magnanimous. And so I am very proud for the opportunity that anyone at Baltimore Core has had to work with you, to get to know you, and to partner in your journey and connect you to further opportunities in Baltimore City. So thank you so much for your commitment to us as well. Okay. Now that I've gotten all the thank yous out the way, I want to take you on a little bit of a history lesson, seeing that we are in the Peel Museum, which I learned today from Terrell Brown was the first architectural design for a museum in the country. And so I feel it's very fitting in a space where something was designed, something was innovative, and something was to serve people, to also connect that to the work that we're doing together at Baltimore Core and even beyond us, to the 75 innovators that we've been able to work with. So our flagship program is actually the fellowship program, which is connecting people to opportunities in the social impact workforce. However, something else that I learned recently in our history is that we kept being told no. No, I'm not looking for an opportunity to work for someone else or to push another mission forward in social impact work. I actually want to start something. I want to renew something that I had started, or I want you to be able to work with me and to help elevate an idea that I have, a solution that I have for a particular community in Baltimore, whether that is serving the youth, whether that is serving communities of people dealing with homelessness, whether that is working with individuals for wealth empowerment and financial freedom. People wanted to push forward their own work, but to be able to do it in a way that is connected, in a way that is respected, and in a way that's funded too, because we need money to really be able to push these things forward. And so, in partnership with some stakeholders, one of our longtime partners, the T. Rowe Press Foundation, as well as some of our other partners such as ABLE, we were able to take that no and flip it into a different yes, to innovate and to make sure that we are able to support Black and Brown innovators and other minority innovators and pushing their novel solutions and ideas forward. Since 7 years ago, we've been able to work with over 75 innovators, as well as been able to provide over $1 million in funding throughout Baltimore City. It's no small act, it's no small feat, and yet it also is just beginning and has to go another step forward, a giant leap forward in the next 7 years. And so we're really excited to be able to connect with newer thought partners, new leaders in this room, and to be able to be that connected bridge to each other, to make sure that in some way, in some fashion, with the good stock that is here now, we're all being connected to a better and more prospering opportunity for ourselves, for the community that we love, our loved ones, and for the city of Baltimore. So with that, we have a few presentations this evening before we get to the good, delicious food in the back. But before I step away, I just want to encourage every single person to do at least 2 things beyond meeting and eating and greeting. I really want you to have the opportunity to truly connect one-to-one with someone else in this room, because you have no idea what you're about to unlock, what can be unfold, the possibility to be a potential board member, a potential funder, a potential customer, a potential champion of the work, or to work for the Elevation awardees, because quite a few of them are hiring and in need for capacity support to continue their work forward. So to connect with at least one person who you do not know absolutely anything about, and then also to make sure that from that connection that you make tonight, that you actually do follow up, that you actually do reach out, and that we continue to just tackle these persistent issues together. So thank you for all of your support in the room, and we're excited to begin.
Awesome. Awesome. Alrighty, y'all. So big thank you to Tamara. There's a lot of other thank yous, but I'll start by actually introducing myself this time. So hi, everyone. You already heard my name's Caitlin. I've been working with Baltimore Core for 5 years now in many different roles, and most recently, so honored to work with the Elevation Awardees. I just got goosebumps, y'all. I might start choking up. Okay, so thank you all for joining tonight. As Tam mentioned, what an amazing space for us to be in. This space is truly a space of firsts. And if you want to learn more about that, the Peel has an amazing online collection and explanation about what has happened in this space. But I felt like it was appropriate for all the innovation that is happening in this space tonight and all the presentations we'll be having. We have a really amazing spread of focuses from youth to wellness to trauma, healing and entrepreneurship. So we're going to hear a lot about that tonight. And as Tam mentioned, we really are about taking risks here at Baltimore Core. We take risks that other people don't see. And we are truly trying to seed early stage leaders and projects who are led by passionate and hardworking individuals and challenging that culture of funding that currently exists and leading with impact and equity at the forefront. So I really hope that we're all here and ready to celebrate that tonight. We offer really a safe space to be able to make mistakes with $10,000, to learn, to ask questions, and hopefully offer a little bit of relief as, most of our Elevation Awardees are coming out of the pandemic and just trying to heal from that space in and of itself, as we all were. So we have really been through a lot, and when things didn't go as planned, we all came together to reset and move forward. And I think that's just a testament to the resilience that you all showed this year and continue to show in your work every single day. These folks are not only doing the work that they're showcasing tonight, but many of them, aside from being a team of one, do other volunteering, other work. They have their 9-to-5s, right? They're wearing so many hats. Chris Black is over here with a literal instrument in front of you all today and going to present. So just thinking about, the folks who are here, teachers, nonprofit leaders, parents, community advocates, as well as Elevation Awardees. So you all are much more beyond that, and we just want to celebrate that as well. As I said, I'm truly honored to be in a space that values social innovation this evening, and I'm proud to be here celebrating. I got to know the cohort on both professional and personal levels this year, and we've really been able to connect from music playlists that are hyping them up, that got me hyped up for today. I see Keith smiling. Y'all are ready. To the everyday work that they are going to be displaying tonight. And I wanted to take a moment to thank everyone who's in this space here tonight as well for helping to get the awardees to this point, to this evening. Whether or not you are part of the past, you are definitely going to be a part of their future in some way, as Tam mentioned in her challenges tonight. So definitely before the event, when you all signed up, we asked you what gifts you could share with the community. Please share those gifts with one another. There's folks in here who are life coaches and storytellers, communication experts, educational leaders, healthcare industry leaders, faith-based leaders. So y'all, again, 100 RSVPs. I could keep going on for days. But there's just an amazing amount of talent in this room. So please, when the list goes on and on of the amazingness, explore it, uncover it, and find yourself connected to it. Yeah. Everyone here is amazing, and thank you so much again for showing up tonight. There's a reason we invited you, so we're really excited to be able to bring forward our Elevation Awardees in just a minute. But before we get started with our presentations, we wanted to truly make this a celebration by partnering with another mission-driven organization to bring you this wonderful group of singers and musicians from the Helping Up Mission Men's Choir. So before we start, I'm going to pass it off to Chris. Just give us a few words about who you are, why y'all are here, and then get going.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm proud to be here with my crew, my brothers. We're with the Helping Out Mission. We're located at 1029 East Baltimore Street. I call us the little jewel in Charm City. We are a recovery homeless shelter, but we stress recovery first. It's a year-long spiritual recovery program. We have approximately about 500 men, and we have a brand new facility, $62 million building for the ladies across the street. And now we're actually joined by infants as well. Currently have, I think, 16 infants that have been joined the recovery process with their moms in the facility, again, 1216 East Baltimore Street. So I like to call that Recovery Row because we're right next to the McKim Center as well. So we're just going to perform some songs. It's the Hum Band and Choir. I co-directed with Mr. Murphy here. I also work in their philanthropy department writing grants as their grant coordinator. And of course, my little child, as I call it, my little dream project is my Baltimore City Youth Architectural Design Collaborative, which you'll hear more about later. I have some youth here. I have my business partner, Kamitri. So let's get at some music though first. So one or two. One, let's go ahead. Let's make it
testing. Good. We're good. First one.
There's more to come. There is more to come. Don't you worry. All right, y'all. Looks like everyone is smiling, which is good. All right, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and kick it into the presentations. Again, be sure to listen closely this evening, as tonight is all about connecting and celebrating the dedication these awardees have put into developing impactful, sustainable, and scalable organizations and programs. So be sure to think deeply about how you can continue to support the work of these phenomenal awardees. So I hope you all feel just as inspired as I do tonight. I'm going to go ahead and pass it off first to Ms. Shiva Shakar.
All right. Hi, everyone. All right. Hello. So I'm Sheba, and I guess I'll just start with my first slide. Okay. So I'm Sheba. My project's called First Nature, and there's an emerging component called Common Ground Collective. And this effort is really aimed at supporting the health and well-being of artists and creatives in Maryland. So just to introduce myself, I'm an art therapist and counselor licensed in Maryland. I've been providing culturally centered therapeutic arts for over 11 years in my career. In my practice, I like to integrate body-based mindfulness, eco-psychology, as well as expressive arts. And in my personal arts practice, I really like to sculpt and build with natural materials such as clay and metals. I really want to explore through this project, but also through collaborations and research, kind of the intersection of mind and body well-being as we connect with our immediate environment. So the next 3 slides are kind of looking at some research and work that I've done that has brought me to this idea. I'm going to breeze through them a little, so if people have more questions about it, you can always ask me afterward. So working in behavioral health, there's been a lot of focus on trauma-informed care, and organizations are still continuing to try to integrate this in how they function. It's not perfect, of course, and it's a journey. But I found in my work that not only with clients, but also for myself and with coworkers, that having the trauma focus, it was really easy to get stuck in a trauma narrative. So I hope the outcome of this work starts to move people toward a more resilience-centered focus and having more of a strengths-based narrative in what we're doing, and hopefully sharing that and infusing it in Baltimore City. In my thesis research, I worked with a native 12-step program that was very much based in the natural elements and also the 4 seasons, and how grounding in those can really help us to navigate stages of change as well as recovery. So I'm hoping to integrate some of that into the work. And then as an artist in residence at a behavioral health center with urban natives, I ran a couple of art therapy groups, both in person and virtual. And the original focus of the group was really to provide coping skills and support for mental health, as well as going through the pandemic. What was kind of interesting is as the group developed, the feedback that I got was that it was really helpful for people to explore their cultural identities and maybe integrate multicultural backgrounds. People were able to develop communal connections and maybe a spiritual connection to one another. And then ultimately, people were saying that it helped them really fortify their artist identity, and it made that a part of themselves that they really wanted to explore more. So I'm kind of seeing the artist identity as a pathway to this resilience-focused narrative for many people who choose to take that on. And I really want to uplift that within Baltimore for artists, creatives, entrepreneurs, because even starting a business is a creative venture. For myself personally, I've experienced the power and the transformation of being able to tell my own story, and that's through writing. I wrote about kind of my experience with my own reflective art and was able to get that published with a series of other Asian art therapists in this book. You can always ask me more about that after. But so my project is kind of twofold. The first portion was establishing a private practice so that I could work individually with clients and focus on working with other artists that are looking for mental health support. The other component is creating kind of like a collective and maybe integrating with other organizations within Baltimore City that are already doing that work. But seeing if we could have more collaborations and perhaps connecting those individuals with the larger community. So for the private practice, really looking at helping an individual get self-regulation tools so that they can manifest their ideas, especially for artists to kind of navigate their own life stuff so they can produce their work. And ultimately seeing if part of their goals would lead toward wanting to collaborate. And in collaboration, being able to drive higher visibility for diverse narratives and regeneration within the landscape of Baltimore. So Baltimore Core has really helped me, one, just be more confident in platforming myself as an artist and an entrepreneur. This year I was able to register my business and create a business plan. Right now I'm investing in marketing and branding for the organization. I was able to acquire an artist studio at Unity Hall, which is within my own community. And I currently have one art therapy client who is a filmmaker. So I'm hoping that goes well. And I'm still right now collaborating on 2 other projects and hopefully going to be teaching a class at Notre Dame University at their graduate art therapy program. And I'm hoping that could lead to some internship opportunities for interns to work with me. Moving forward, I would really like to be able to offer seasonal workshops and again, maybe take on 1 or 2 interns or co-facilitators to help me run those. And then again, finding maybe free or low cost community spaces so we can run those workshops there. And then in the long term, maybe being able to establish like a more secured working space where we can explore these eco art ideas and fundraise for nonprofit organizations, just seeing how the arts can support organizational goals of fundraising or cause marketing. So I'm going to pause there because that's the end of my time. But thank you, everyone, for all your support, and I'm just really grateful.
She rocks it out, didn't she? First one tonight. All right, well, I'm just going to keep on bringing people up. So Miss Jessica Smith.
Good evening, everyone. Like she said, my name is Jessica Smith. I am the founder of the Mental Health Emergency Fund, and my project for the Elevation Awards is called Mindful Ministries Collective. So the idea behind the Mental Health Emergency Fund is that my team, we reduce barriers, financial barriers to people who need to access therapy by giving out stipends to the community for people who have less than $1,000 in a savings account. And so when I was thinking about doing a project for Open Society Institute Baltimore, because I am a fellow there, I wanted to focus on young people. And so that is how Mindful Ministries Collective came about. So what I do, I follow a train the trainer model where I train mentors or youth leaders, people who work with young people in mindfulness meditation. I have developed my own basically how-to guide, and then they go ahead and lead their own circles with the young people because, you know, more often than not, the young people who are going through struggles with their mental health, they're going to go to someone who they trust. And so I don't want to replace that voice in their life. I want to, you know, basically like edify those voices in their lives and train those people with those tools. The reason why it's called Mindful Ministries Collective is that I am from the faith-based community, from the church community, and I found that there's kind of a big gap between churches and mental health support, education, knowledge, et cetera. And so that's one of my goals is to kind of bridge that gap. So I think I covered everything on that side. So when I was doing my research, I did find that the rates of youth suicide in Baltimore are significantly higher than the rest of the state of Maryland, and I really wanted to kind of address some of those challenges. Why meditation in particular? So mindfulness meditation increases brain purification, which is the folding of the brain tissue, which enables you to process information more efficiently, providing a better grasp on life stressors. So it fights PTSD, panic, anxiety, depression. It also helps improve academic performance. It helps with memory loss, things like that. And so that is why I decided to choose meditation to kind of focus on. So it's kind of hard to see, but this picture is the very first cohort that we did. We did it from January to May of this year, meeting one Sunday a month at an organization called Brick Road Exchange in the Canton area. And so Miss Arnie is over there. She's leading her guided meditation with some of the girls in the program. And so A Revolutionary Summer is the organization that I partnered with for this first pilot program for Mindful Ministries Collective. So my own personal story, I have meditated daily for the past 5 years or so to really reduce symptoms of anxiety and panic disorder and PTSD in my own life. And I actually record my own voice to scripture. I meditate a lot on Psalm 23. And I knew that it was such a blessing to myself. And I wanted to be able to give young people a tool that they can start young in their life, that they can take, for the rest of their lives. My dad, he actually started meditating, he was probably like 13 years old, and I wish I would have started earlier. And so the young people who went through that program also did receive a stipend for their mental health if they wanted to see a therapist. But the idea is that I wanted to give them a tool that would last beyond a $500 stipend, which could be used in like 3 or 4 sessions out of pocket, right? Yes, okay. So the phases of this project that I see, I'm currently in phase 3. The first phase was to train the youth leaders, which we've already done. The second phase was to become certified in youth mental health first aid. So I got that certification over the summer, which was a big thing. Only 22,000 people are actually certified in the United States to be youth mental health first aid instructors, which is a really small number if you think about it. And so, thank you. It's a really small number. I'm actually using my first training tomorrow. And so that's why I'm in phase 3, where I'm teaching not just youth ministry leaders, but any organization who works with young people who wants to be able to really identify signs and symptoms of mental illness, substance abuse, suicidal behavior. That is what this training does. It's an 8-hour training, and then you get certified for 3 years. So that is that training. My next phase that I would love to do is kind of combine the scripture with that trauma-informed care and kind of create my own program like Youth Mental Health First Aid, kind of make it national, make it global, however it's going to be, and then end up selling it, putting it on a platform and selling it to churches, organizations, schools, XYZ. So that's kind of the vision of like where I want to go with these trainings. Just a kind of glimpse of some of the partners I've worked with, not just with Mindful Ministries Collective, but with the Mental Health Emergency Fund throughout this past year. So I'm so grateful to Baltimore Core, so grateful for OSI Baltimore, and plenty of other partners that have helped me with this work, especially my team of therapists. Just some press and highlights. The one that I'm really excited about, Roger P. Henson, she has a foundation, and I was a finalist in her Joy Award this past summer. And there's some press that is on my website. And this is where you can reach me. If you scan this QR code, you will get a download of this resource that I wrote, Therapy on a Budget, How to Save Time and Money While Finding the Quality Care That You Need. I also did a 10-minute talk early in the year about it, and I turned it into a PDF. So feel free to scan that. It's also on my website homepage. And yeah, thank you again for
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing today? I really don't need the microphone, so I can step back a little bit. I've been told I talk extremely loud. My name is Keith Holt, and I'm actually with the Johnny Overdose Initiative. The Johnny Overdose Initiative is actually dedicated to my uncle, who I'm named with Jonathan Ambrose, and my other uncle, Byron Ambrose, who both unfortunately died of substance abuse in the same year. There we go. This is, first of all, I like to do like a real interactive type of thing going on. How many individuals in here knew someone that have suffered with substance abuse? It don't have to be a family member, just know. Okay. So it's a lot closer than what we like to think, right? Moving on. Begin Anew. First, let's start off with Begin Anew. Begin Anew is actually the organization that Johnny Overdose Initiative is actually under. The mission of Begin Anew is to educate, motivate, to advocate. What we do, we use non-traditional forms of education to address social disparities, health disparities, and educational disparities. Our vision is to insinuate the positive while eliminating the negative. I had to wake you up. So I would like to also, I would be definitely fussed out on the phone if I did not introduce our CEO right there in the back, who I'm not afraid to say is my mom. So my mom, Dr. Sherry Holt, is our CEO, and also Carissa Matthews is our Director of Education. And also my dad right there, Earl Holt, as well. And Cam, thank you all for coming and supporting. So I guess y'all are probably saying, who's this guy? He come up here with all this energy. First, let me say, I definitely agree with something that Tamara said about that we spend our whole life pushing other programs and pushing other initiatives when we may have this passion within ourselves that we may not really know how to go about it. So I definitely thank the Elevation Fund, but I won't do too much because y'all won't take my 5 minutes. Who is this guy? I'm a national award-winning consultant and community mobilizer. I presented at 4 national CDC conferences in Atlanta, Georgia, talking to other health departments how they could effectively reach hard-to-reach populations. Because no population is hard to reach, you just have to know how to get them. Consulted for clients such as Johns Hopkins, the National Smithsonian, Peabody, Baltimore City, Reach LA, etc. If y'all ever was riding down the street and y'all saw a sign outside the buses, have balls get tested, that was me. International legend in the international ballroom scene, if y'all seen Pose or anything like that, that's me. Main subject of the film, Into the Light, which won Best Short Documentary at the Maryland, Multimedia, Black Atlanta, LGBTQ Los Angeles, and Germany film festivals. It's actually still making its way around the film circuit. 4-time gay pride icon, 3-time Black gay pride legend, International Ballroom Scene Lighthouse Awards, 5-time Leader of the Year, all this great stuff. But bottom line, when we drop to all that, most importantly, I am a Black man living in Baltimore City with lived experience. That's really good. So the story behind the passion, of course. Unfortunately, my Uncle Jonathan died in my grandmother's basement. My grandmother, like a lot of people, a church-born woman that brought her 6 children up to do the right thing. My uncle had the second highest math score in Baltimore City, but that did not make him immune to the disease of substance use. Ever since then, it not only affects the person, it also affects their loved ones as well. Fortunately, my grandmother has never been the same. Johnny Overdose Initiative, I do have something that was meaning to be played, but I feel like I need to wrap it up. But this basically says that Baltimore is #1 in the country. That's something that we really need to address. How to address it? Remove the stigma for the user, remove the stigma for the lifesavers. I say lifesavers, not community members, because when you have Narcan or you have something that can save a person's life, you are no longer a community member, you just don't have a cape on, but you are a lifesaver. And of course, how you can do it? Give us money, fund us. Titanic effect. The way Begin Anew goes about, we do not only look at the top of the iceberg, we look at the bottom. There's so many other things that is below the water that we do not see, and that can sink your ship faster than what you do see. What we have done, we did a job fair right here. that we really wanted to address economic stability, where we talk about social determinants of health. We partnered with the NAACP, which is our nation's oldest civil rights organization, at our largest HBCU, to really talk about, once again, the social determinants of health amongst Black people. We did a resource fair at Governor's Manor, which we had a lot of people talking about substance abuse. We also did Show Pride at your polls, where we wanted to know who we are electing into office. This coming Friday, if you are available, we will have our World AIDS Day Community Celebration. That will be at Johns Hopkins University, Scott Bates Commons, 10 East 33rd Street. Our keynote speaker is our current Miss Maryland USA 2023, and we will have remarks by Mayor Brandon Scott, so he can tell us what the city has done within his term to address HIV, which also one of the leading groups that are positive for HIV is IV drug users as well. So if you are available, this is a ticketed event, so please let us know and go ahead, and thank you for all of us.
Amazing. Wow. Energy, energy, energy. I love it. All right, Gilly, are you ready?
How y'all feeling? Keep them for the energy up, so I'm a little hyped up now. How y'all doing? My name is Yorian Shaw, and I'm the founder of New Momish, which is a social enterprise that supports the entire wellness of moms, from preconception to empty nesting. So there are about 550 youth programs in Baltimore specifically. And while we need programs for the youth, that has me questioning, what about the moms? We are missing a crucial part of their childhood, which is the parent who is actually taking care of them. We always talk about how every single child needs a village, but so does the mom. And that's where New Momish comes in. New Momish is an on-demand village that truly believes that every single mom deserves a village on demand. So we provide that for. Listen, y'all got a lot of slides, and I don't like them because they don't keep up. But anyway, so 55% of the moms say they feel burnt out during the day. And I'm sure that's only the percentage that has the energy enough to report it. 50% of moms say they are the breadwinners, which means they go to work 9 to 5 and then come home and work 5 to 9, sometimes 9 to 12. If you got an infant, who knows how many times you're waking up during the night. What do we do here? So I'm super grateful for Baltimore Elevation Awards, because this year we were able to host over 13 events for moms on a monthly basis. And we hosted the very first Mom Conference in Baltimore, Maryland. We served over 100 plus moms. We had on-site childcare. We eliminated every single excuse so we can pour into the ones who pour into everybody, which is the mama. So what do we do here at New Momish? We do 3 things. We have a service called Mama Needs a Hand, where someone will physically come to your home, cook your laundry, do your dishes, help you with your little anything you need in 2 hours. We are taking away the dis-ease and bringing back the joy in motherhood. Super excited about that. Mama Needs an Ear. We have a 24-hour support line where the mom can text and sometimes just vent, connect with different resources or whatever else she needs. So what made me start this business? Oh, really? Okay, here we go.
3 minutes. We've got 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay. That's it. 1 minute. Go now. Okay. Anyway, I'm always in. So what are we doing next? What are our future plans? On March 8th, 2024, we are launching the #1 resource app for moms. Because moms shouldn't have to look for resources. They should have them on demand. We're creating an app where tons of resources all over the nation, for us therapists, mental health providers, wellness providers, anything that mom needs, she can literally click it and get the resources. We've connected with different hospitals, Care First, different service providers, so we can make these things happen. Look, he didn't make me go through my slides. Anyway, how can you support? If you know a mom, I'm pretty sure every single person knows a mom. You go to her baby shower, maybe you bring diapers, but she needs more from you. She needs a community. She needs a village. Let New Momish be her village on demand. Thank you.
No matter how much time she had, she would have done it perfectly, just as well as she did it, right, everybody? Alrighty, so we are gonna have one more presentation, y'all. After this, we're gonna have a moment to get up, stretch, walk around, get some bites and stuff. We're also gonna have more performances during that time from our wonderful home choir. So please stick around, but I'm going to pass it on over to Morgan.
You know, we might have misread the order, but it's okay. Wonderful. So imagine yourself walking through the streets of West Baltimore City. You're looking, a community pulsing with resilience and spirit, yet grappling with the spirits and the scars of adversity. It is a place where every corner has a story, and every story a triumph and challenge. And in the heart of this vibrant city stands Sacred House. My name is Morgan Dominique, and I am the founder and CEO of Sacred House Wellness. Sacred House is not just a community center, but we are dedicated to bridging the gap to services in our community. In Baltimore, 42% of adults have experienced 3 or more ACEs, which are adverse childhood experiences, compared to 24% statewide. Our mission here at Sacred House is to bridge that gap, as I stated before, to those services here in our city. We are dedicated to fostering the highest quality of trauma-informed care in our community, delivered with ingenuity, creativity, and innovation. We serve as a bridge connecting individuals to the realms of physical health and spiritual advancement. Through our diverse range of classes, our workshops and wellness programs, and our holistic wellness products, we are dedicated to being that space in our community to address, like I said before, those adverse childhood experiences that 41% of the people that are living in our city are experiencing. So like I said, we offer 3 pillars of our business model: corporate wellness programs, in-studio classes and services, and holistic wellness products that we make inside of our store, and we partner with other amazing entrepreneurs here in Baltimore City. Continued into our why. Exposure to poverty and racism contributes to ACEs. In Baltimore, 24% of people live below the poverty line. So one thing that I have noticed, being born and raised in Baltimore City and really having a personal connection to the experiences and to the traumas that we have faced in our city, I realized that this is the social determinants of health, and the things that we are experiencing are all connected. So in those neighborhoods where we see that there's a lack of mental health resources, there's a lack of options for people to address their trauma and their stress, there's also more instances of health disease, more instances of heart disease, health issues, all types of chronic disease in those areas. And in those places happen to be where a lot of those underserved communities are, where people that look like me live. Unfortunately, I was born and raised in an underserved community, and our store is located in the middle of a food desert. So part of the work that we're doing, like I said, we are located in the middle of a food desert in Hollins Market. And so we, in just 1 year of business, have served, we feed over 500 people a month in just 1 year since January with our weekly food giveaway. In addition, we have done 700 hours of service in Baltimore City schools. So like I said before, we really are dedicated to providing workshops and wellness, trauma-informed and movement-based services for our students, but additionally for our staff and for our parents. Because kind of like Gilly said, addressing just one area does not take care of the whole family, because we understand that these children are bringing these traumas and these issues that they have faced at home, and then the parents are facing issues that they are not able to resolve. So like I said, we have fed over 500 people a month and 700 hours in school so far. But like I said, we are not just a wellness center. We are a dedicated partner. We partner with many nonprofits and other businesses here in Baltimore City, and we are very dedicated to bridging that gap in our community. So what is next? Upcoming projects that you can support. So another amazing organization here in Baltimore, the Downtown Boost Partnership, just awarded us with their Boost Partnership Award that will allow us to open up our second store location. So we're super excited about that. And so right now we're focusing on fundraising. We're raising funds for our youth summer program. So last year was our first year doing a youth work program. So we had 12 young ladies who came and they supported our efforts, helping with summer programs all over Baltimore City. We're also building a community fridge and pantry. So with that 500 people we feed a month, it's hard to do that on only one day. So we're looking to build a community pantry and fridge outside of our store to be able to serve more people. And then we are going to be opening our second location early next year. And we are planning for our Sacred House Spring Fundraiser Gala. So check your inboxes for save the date coming soon. And then in July and August, we are prepping for our very first wellness retreat. So I'm super excited about that. In conclusion, our team is fully committed to tackling the challenges that our society faces head on. We understand the needs of Baltimore from stress and trauma to health disparities. And by supporting us, you are not just supporting a wellness center, but you are supporting a community pillar and people who are dedicated to making the change that we need to see. So thank you so much. Cheers for your support.
How about that, y'all? How about that? Oh, I guess I have to pop back on my computer. All right, everyone. So we'll go ahead and step back up for the choir. We'll have about 10 minutes, so 2 songs. Everyone should be back in their seats, ready to go. All right, y'all? All right, go ahead.
Kelly, I'm sorry.
Yes. Testing. many of y'all know God is a way maker?
Therefore, lets you easily jam with the throw. All the throw ball foot pedal has rubber on the hidden stage. Let me take a couple minutes to show you jamming for loopers and repeat functions. Watch it!
Nice, yes. Alrighty, y'all. All right, great break. Hope the music was good. I know the food's still coming out, y'all, but I heard the cucumber drink is amazing. For those online, next time, get a ticket earlier in person. Awesome, y'all, awesome. All right, so... All right, we're getting some last minute tech set up as we get our presentations underway. All right, welcome back, y'all. I know the food's smelling good, so we'll move through. We have 4 more presentations this evening, and then we'll have lots of time to network, hang out, more bites, and then we'll celebrate at the end. All right, y'all. All right. So we're going to go ahead and keep it going. Thank you so much to the choir for keeping us going throughout the break. Brandon, I'm going to go and pass it off to you.
Thank you. So first, everyone, my name is Brandon Cleed, and I'm the Executive Director of Young Successful Leaders. We are a 501c3 nonprofit in Baltimore City. We serve youth between the ages of 10 to 18. I'm going to go ahead and continue.
That's all right. Hold on, go back. Look back.
Yeah, give a little time out,
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you. I'm gonna go continue. So just a little bit about us. So like I said, we teach about entrepreneurship, financial literacy, workforce development. We also do community clinics as well, civic engagement work. We're just basically an organization here in Baltimore City that just want to see young people thrive and be able to give them the resources and the tools and the training that they need to be successful. Next. Mission and vision. Our vision is to develop 1,000 youth and young adults entrepreneurs by the year 2030. We are working our way towards that right now. Our mission is to be known as the premier entrepreneurship, leadership, financial literacy, workforce development, education here in Baltimore City and County. Our motto is we build youth, we build youth. Next, going to our company values. The values are important, right? So commitment, accountability, innovation, encouragement, and impact. Continue on more, going back into our core initiatives, so entrepreneurship, leadership, financial literacy, multimedia youth talks, community enrichment, and then our workforce development. These are some of our partners and sponsors. So you see like Shoe City, Under Armour, some of the folks who work with, of course, Baltimore Corps as well, T. Rowe Price, got Shoppers on there as well, Giant, some of the food grocery stores. Go ahead and continue on. So the results are in the pudding, right? So since we started in 2020, we've been operating for 3 years now. We've served 530 youth. We've done about 284 hours of programming. The money that we raised over $600,000, and our 98% grade level for our students. That's fantastic. I believe I'm good on time. That's good. 2024 projects, right? So this is how you can support us moving forward. This is what we have upcoming. So we're doing our first youth butterfly garden. That's going to be in the Emerson Village community area. That's where we're based at as well. We also have our after school programming. That's going to be from 3 to 6. And then we have our business youth resource center / cafe. That resource center is going to be able to provide and train young people that want to become entrepreneurs, that have their own businesses, or may not, but may want to start their own businesses. And then we're also going to have a cafe over top of it. Continuing that 30% of the profits from the cafe is going to go right back into the Entrepreneurship Youth Fund program. Continue moving forward. Our next is our scholarship program, a YSL Youth Summit. That summit is going to be around entrepreneurship, financial literacy, and leadership. And then our last is our second annual fundraiser. We need you there. Invest for Success. The date is coming out soon. Stay tuned. Continue on. This is our website. Guys, you can check us out. This is some of the work some of our youth, as you can see, community cleanups. We're out in the community. We do what we need to do to support and then provide wraparound services to Baltimore City youth. And then, thank you guys. Thank you. It's been a
All right, so complete transparency. I'm a middle school teacher. I don't do adults, so I'm gonna try my best to do this. Okay, I'm on for my students all the time, but adults, I just don't. All right. So good evening. I'm Carrie Holmes. Her story has gone through a lot of transitions as I've been in this elevation program. It started off as Raising Strong Readers, which was an initiative started by 3 fathers who wanted literacy to be improved in the community. Between scheduling and just different things that have happened, the program fell by the wayside. During that time, I went to Loyola. I completed my coursework to become a reading specialist. And in that program, I just found how much literacy really impacts long-term. So I collaborated with one of the dads and I said, hey, let's get Raising Strong Readers and improve it. So it became a paper napkin idea where we expanded it not just from increasing literacy in the community, but adding writing to the program and having that become a storytelling component. So Raising Strong Readers, not only are they readers, but they're writers. This is especially important since 27% of high school students in Baltimore tested at or above proficiency in reading. Only 27% of all high school students. This is a startling statistic that has far-reaching impacts. I could no longer ignore report after report about literacy deficiencies that our students were experiencing, especially in the East Baltimore community. So I applied to Elevation. As I moved through the process, Raising Strong Readers morphed into something, well, different. Over the summer, I watched my goddaughter stand up to her molester and tell her truth. I listened in the courtroom as she relived her experience and her trauma. It moved me. I wish she had somewhere where she could share her story. I wish that she had known that she wasn't alone so she wouldn't cut herself to relieve the pain that she had. Somehow this experience made its way into every conversation that I had with community organizers that I was working with about strong readers, raising strong readers. Over and over, women in these meetings shared their experiences, their trauma, and their yearning for understanding in their youth. Though each story was different, we found ourselves talking about a shared experience. Statistics suggest that Baltimore City has a prevalence of trauma. 42% of adults, we've already seen the statistic, have experienced at least 3 or more traumatic events in their childhood. But currently, 57% of young people in Baltimore City have experienced at least 1 or more traumatic events. Today, I stand before you authentically and unapologetically a survivor of sexual assault. I have a story that cannot be silenced. There are so many others that have stories that need to be told. As a result, her story, a journey to healing through storytelling, was born. Her story is a trauma-informed program that integrates multiple disciplines in the East Baltimore community. A cohort of 10 young ladies come together. They're going to be making handmade journals. Again, I do apologize. Handmade journals, and guided by trauma-informed therapists, they're going to start to process their trauma. They're going to start writing. They're going to start telling their story in a way that's safe and comfortable for them. As we progress through our workshop themed activities, they're going to start writing their stories, making illustrations, writing poetry. At the end, they're going to have an anthology. Working along with Publish Your Way, another female entrepreneur here in East Baltimore, they're going to learn the process of self-publishing and layout and all of those things that they need to continue telling their stories after they leave our cohort. They will also, each participant will get a photo shoot and promotional material because they will now be published authors and they can promote that as well. The programming will start January 27th at the Enoch Pratt Free Library in Herring Run, if anyone would like to attend.
All right, so next up is the Chris. What?
That's what you have. That's when you have a posse. That actually reminds me of a Public Enemy lyric. Move as a team, never move alone. Welcome to the Terror Dome. My name is Chris. I am founder of the Baltimore City Youth Architectural Collaborative. And I'm here to present, I'm going to go right into it. We're in a fight in America as far as the architectural design industry. We're fighting against the 2%. In America, 2% of the architects, registered architects, out of 130,000 registered architects, 2% are Black. We're here to change that dynamic one child at a time. We are dealing with, right now we have a pipeline that we're developing, going from high school to college, then through the master's process, and prayerfully coming back and working for us under my business partner, Kamitrick, who's our licensed architect, and my brother in arms here. Thank you for coming tonight. So we build a pipeline of students. We're starting right now with high schoolers, but we're already developing a pipeline. I'm joined by Amar, Jail, Ms. Z, Jewel, and Ashley. Ashley and Z are actually students at Morgan State University, so they're getting some training. They're our junior architects, and they are. I'm going to hand it over right now, right away, to Ashley and Jewel, who will go over what they're doing as far as a project this semester with the BC YABC. Come on, ladies.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ashley Mercadale. Like you said, I attend Morgan State. I am one of the co-student teachers at BCY ABC. Over the course of 12 weeks, we had our students design row house prototypes in which the user groups were individualized, as well as some specific program spaces. Up here is one of my students.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jewel Bird. I'm a junior at Baltimore Design School, and this is my first time participating in the program.
So who is your user group?
My user group is two sisters in their senior year of college studying architecture.
So how did your user group help with your design decisions?
I wanted to create like a party and study space to cater to the college experience.
So right here you see the first, second floor.
The third and fourth floor, I created a rooftop lounge.
And finally, we have the, what are those?
I have 4 different windows to allow natural light to come in, and also for the girls to show off their love.
So we're joined by, again, Jail, Amar. Amar, this is actually his second semester with us, but I'm gonna let Z, again, talented junior architect, give him a line of questioning there.
So my name is Salika Baldeo. As mentioned before, I'm one of the co-student teachers for the BCY ABC program, and we have 2 other students just to talk about their experience. So first, starting with Amar Oregon, if you could just tell us a little bit about your experience this time going through the program.
Yes, my experience during this program has been very memorable. This is my second year in this program, and I can say that each time I go into the classroom, I learn something new, whether it's about architecture, the software we use, or just about my teachers in general. My teachers are excellent at the work that they do. They know the material, they know how to teach the material, and they keep me humbled, which is a good thing. I think it's more important than both. And yeah, I can say that they make my experience very memorable.
And then we also have Jael Green, who's another student, a part of our program this time around for the first time that he's participating. If you could also talk to us about how your experience in the program is sort of shaping what you might decide to do in the future moving forward in your relationship with architecture.
Well, through my experience doing OpenWorks and learning these new programs to use, I've learned how to use AutoCAD and Revit to work on site plans for the row homes as Jules presented. And using these models, I can learn how to design a building and go through an in-depth process of how to actually analyze a building and where I can start from. And with these tools in mind, I can learn how to actually adapt these into possibly a college for architecture and engineering in Penn State, Pennsylvania, or Syracuse, New York.
Good. Okay, just to wrap things up, what's the future? The pipeline, at the end of the pipeline is actually Denia right there. She was also a Morgan State student, worked with us for about a year. Now she's at Cornell, working on her master's in architecture. We're hoping that she comes back. And then finally, you see a design on the right. We currently have a land purchase in place. My partner here, Deb, is with us. Wave your hand. Those are actually small containers or shipping containers that we're going to make into recovery housing. Hopefully, with some of the gentlemen over here will be joining us in the community. So those are the little type of projects we're going to get our feet wet in Baltimore. We thank you for your time.
And they did Giving Tuesday. For those of you who already get our emails, one sec. For those of you who already get our emails, you probably saw that Chris's slide just has a Giving Tuesday. We had a lot of our Elevation awardees for many years this year featured in our Giving Tuesday. We always promote other organizations on Giving Tuesday because that's part of our alignment and mission and commitment to equity in our work. So with all that being said, last, but definitely, absolutely, certainly not least at all,
they made me laugh because they knew that the food was coming, and so they needed me to get through it quick so that we can eat. You know what I'm saying? All right now, so here we go. This was me 10 years ago. Don't watch it, don't trip. Don't psych me out like this, okay? So this was me 10 years ago. And I was sitting at my table doing my side hustle. And across the table from me was my children, eating their dinner, taking my pictures, because I, in reality, was a history professor. And I was doing this side hustle so that I can make some money to feed those sad kids. But what I didn't know was that I, like 55% of Americans, had the idea that I could turn my side hustle into a business, but I didn't know how to do it. I ran across somebody said they had a Shark Tank pitch competition. And they said Shark Tank. And I was like, wait a minute, how can Shark Tank? But in reality, all I really wanted was to figure out how to write a business plan. Because nobody taught me that in my history degree. And so I went on and I said, I'm gonna pitch this thing and hopefully they can get my financials off of the scrap paper that I was tucking in my business book. You see what I'm saying? So I went on and not only did I take the competition, I took all of it. I decided that pitching my business was the way that I was going to get the capital I needed to grow. What I didn't realize was my business besties were watching. And not only were they congratulating me, but they also wanted to know how they could raise that type of capital for their business. So I decided to teach them. And I wrote So You Want to Pitch. It is a workbook where we help business owners plan for, prepare to, and pitch their businesses for capital. Not only did we teach them how to pitch, but I would sit down and I would help them navigate the pitch process. And we hosted the first ever 2-time So You Want to Pitch conference, where we brought $1 million worth of funding in the room and we sat out there. But during those capital conversations, I realized this problem is vast. 57% of Black-owned small businesses never get capital from banks. We receive less than 1% of all capital funding in the United States, and 40% of all American businesses fail after 5 years, stating that capital was the #1 reason why they could not make it. Not to mention, 83% of businesses do not receive outside funding at all. They are self-funded. We have 33.2 million micro enterprises in the United States, businesses with 0 to 5 employees. 618,000 are in Maryland, 12,000 call Baltimore home. That is us. So, through Elevation, I realized that this conversation needed to be bigger than me teaching you how to pitch. I needed to teach you how to pitch, but I also needed to stand on stages and advocate for you. I also needed to make sure that all of the funders in the building know that we are not going anywhere and they should fight us now while I'm asking for 10, because when you see me again, you're going to have to pay me $1 million. This year, we have been able to work with 400 Baltimore-based businesses, and they have raised $150,000 worth of capital that they do not have to pay back. Our business owners are over here taking over the world, and though they raised that $150,000, they need more. So we do this by collaborating with funders, universities, financial institutions to host our workshops, as well as to connect them with entrepreneurs who can do the good business. We work with our customers who are other business owners and teach them through our coaching strategies, as well as our workbooks, to be able to do the things that they need to do. And of course, we ensure that you get to the coin, okay? So we don't believe in competition, baby. We believe in accomplices. So I don't have any competition out here because we're all doing the good work of making sure that business owners are funded in a way that they can make success in their business. Our team consists of me and a bunch of crazy other folks, and we've been able to partner with some amazing funders to make sure we bring this to fruition. We learned that not only do capital cause us to close our doors, but access to IP information, accounting, as well as MBE and WMBE certification can hold us back. As we grow, we need you. I believe my next capital investor, my next customer, and my next collaborator is already in the room. So, do you want to pitch? Thank you.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Yeah, goosebumps? All right. That's all for the presentations for this evening so far. Yes, fair enough. All right. So in true Baltimore Curve fashion, we are running behind, which I'm sure we're all having fun and celebrating. So what we're going to do is we're going to break 15 minutes, y'all. 15 minutes, we'll come back in, we'll do our closing awards ceremony. Go connect, go make conversations. Now food should be ready. Enjoy. We'll be back in a little bit.
I'm sorry, I do. You want to see me? I'm
Here.
You heard.
Zilla.
He was ready.
I'm ready. Said the next one is in here. Just smell it. Just smell it.
Cigarettes, I actually first thing in the morning.
Well, we have another on Friday. I believe it's one of them.
Where's that?
St. Joseph's Monastery. Yeah.
That's just inside the city.
Yeah.
Just inside or just
Oh, yeah.
What's the stand right here? The Mount F or Mount A Street proper. So, if I do that, they'll all be powered. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, that's the 4th house. Where did you buy this? And this system is good for, inside somehow. It'll handle.
Pocket camera?
I'm wondering what's playing on the live stream right
And I opened my
All right, y'all. Thank you for sticking around with us and for making it back into the space. We're ready to close out at this point. Actually, I don't think we're ready to close out, but we have to. So with that, I think it's the most important part of the evening, really honoring and celebrating everything y'all have accomplished. So thank you all so much. Really, we're going to just kind of make this quick. I don't want to take away your moment, but I know we're tired and we're ready to go. So once again, just thank you to all the awardees for your dedication and congrats on your growth to this point. We're looking forward to continuing to support you as you join the alumni network of other amazing change makers like yourselves. And if you're an alumni in the room, raise your hand. I love it. I love it. So there are a few in the audience tonight, which is really exciting to keep coming back. So really appreciate that. So tonight we're going to be handing out some certificates. We have some gifts for you all. And before we get into that, I'm going to invite Dante up, actually, one of our alumni. You can come on up. And Dante's just going to give us a few words about what he does real quick, 1 minute, and then what he did for us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Dante Swinton. I'm the founder of Glass Recovery and Sustainable Systems, or GRASS Baltimore. We uptake bottles from restaurants and drop-off services for residents and upcycle glass into art, glassware, and jewelry. We're really excited to work with Elevation Awards. I was part of the 2020 team, pandemic year, whole craziness. So it was really nice to see everybody to get together and hang out and celebrate this. So as a part of your award collection, I provided these kind of coral bowls that we make that were kind of a happy accident in the last couple of months. And, you know, they look really nice. So I was like, okay, let's do this. So you've got a few of those as part of your gifts. And yeah, happy to chat for a little bit. I'll be around maybe a couple of minutes after this is over. So yeah, there we go.
Thank you so much, Dante. Alrighty, y'all. So I'm going to call you up one by one. You're going to stand here. We're going to hand you certificates. We're going to take group picture, and then we'll be set. All right, y'all? All right. Miss Gilbrianna Shaw. Yeah, we're going to do group picture. So, Mr. Chris Flack. I guess so, yeah. Thank you. All right, Morgan, Dominique, Stokes, all the names. Alrighty, and Miss Jessica Smith. Brandon Clayton. Takia Ross. All right, I'm going to move over. Miss Carrie Holmes. All right, Shiva Shakai. Absolutely, again, perfectly not pleased, Mr. Keith. Woo! We're going to post some photos, and last thank you to everyone for being here tonight. Congratulations on this amazing year. So, if you're not sticking around to watch our beautiful faces and photos, just want to say thank you all to you one more time. Thank you to our funders and sponsors who are here tonight, to your Price Foundation, all the folks who have made this event absolutely wonderful. Thank you to the choir, everyone. Really appreciate it. And the chef, Chef Mo, make sure you get
We're going to do the photo right outside this room to the left.
Okay. Take care, though. Thank you so much for a wonderful evening. One more song after the picture, I guess.
Yeah.
Thank you.